Hola.
Hola. First of all, I want to know about the evolution of your characters from the first movie to now.
Oh yeah.
A lot has happened. Yeah, a lot has happened since the first movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
take it.
sure. I think all of them. I mean, as all of us as actors evolved as humans, and as the writers got to know us better. You know, in the script, about 6 months go by. I think we established it's
Yeah, it's about 6 months since the first one ends.
And so, naturally, in that amount of time, you know, when you're so young, everything changes. But especially if you're the daughters and sons of these historic Disney characters, you know, it's very concentrated. So my character essentially has changed because all three of the VKs have really found their place. In Oregon, they're really happy there. They're happier there than they were on the Isle. And Mal is the only one who is feeling a bit uncomfortable, a bit out of place.
Yeah.
And so that makes her feel even more isolated. That the three people who have always understood her don't understand how she feels. And so that kind of drives her to isolate herself on purpose and run away to the Isle to see what she can, you know, do to delve into her brain
And dye her hair.
and dye her hair. Most importantly, So everything has changed for her. Her world is upside down.
Yeah. And for Evie's story is a little different than Mal's. In the first movie, Evie's story was, you know, about learning to love yourself. And even though she was the daughter of the most vain villain in the world, her story was about girl power. It was about, you know, telling girls that you're not defined by your reflection in the mirror, that you are strong and capable. It was a story of girl power. And the second time around, I feel like she's living that. She's a designer. She's so happy while Mal is miserable. But at the same time, Evie's story becomes a story of unconditional love for others. The love that she has for her best friend Mal, the love that she has for her friends. And she realizes a calling in the movie that's also, her heart is just so big and beautiful. But at the end of the day, her story is about how love will always defeat evil.
I can see that these new Disney movies are all about girl power, you know? So it's not about a princess you have to rescue from the tower and all that stuff. What do you think about this?
Oh, to me, it's the most important thing in the world. I was raised by a really strong and powerful mother, grandmother. I had a really strong female presence in my life. So growing up, I always dreamed that if ever I was lucky enough to be able to do this for the rest of my life, that I could tell a story that empowered young girls all around the world, which is the reason why I fell in love with Evie so much, because that's her story. She doesn't need a Prince Charming to give her a happy ending. She's gonna ride her own white horse into the sunset and buy her own castle.
How was play a double character in Liv and Maddie?
For a second, I was like, did I play two characters? I got really confused. It was time consuming, you know, because we had to shoot everything twice. So it's interesting because, you know, I think a lot of people don't really know how the filming process goes in general for a lot of things. I definitely didn't before I became an actor. But it's quite complex just to film something on its own. And then to do it all, and then everybody would go on a 20-minute break. And, you know, like caution tape that they put around like a crime scene, they would put that around the set so that nobody touched it. And we would, for continuity. And I would go change, and then we'd come back and we'd do the whole scene again. So it takes double the shooting time and double the energy, but luckily I have no shortage of energy.
Yeah, it's just like the Energizer Bunny.
But it was amazing. It was very educational to flip constantly.
When you receive this call and they tell you like, hey, so you're the one, how was that moment?
I suppose it started with Liv and Maddie. So when I got that call, we had shot a pilot, which is the first episode, about a year before. And it was called Bits and Pieces, and I only played one character. I wasn't playing twins. So when they called me, I think my call was a bit unusual because they said, okay, we're picking up your pilot. It's gonna be a TV show. Guess what? Also, you're playing twins. See you Monday. And I was like, wait, hold on.
Whoa.
Hello? Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I never auditioned to play those girls, and so I think my call was ecstatic. I cried. I was very happy. I had already at that point decided that I really wanted to be part of Disney Channel. And then I think also immediately following the incredible euphoria was like, okay, let's get to work and figure out how to play twins, because that was a bit overwhelming, but it was beautiful. I mean, it was, you know, the start of this incredible life that we now get to live. So it's magic. That whole year was very magic for me.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What about you?
Oh, well, for me, it happened a little later in life after like 200 auditions and, a whole life of preparing, of dreaming of, when I was 3 years old, I was dressed as a Disney princess and singing the Disney songs. Disney's always had a really special place in my heart, and I knew that I always wanted to be a performer as well. So when that audition was the one that changed my life, I remember perfectly. I was in the car on my way to pick up my mom and my sister at the airport. I had just finished final exams at UCLA because I was at university. And I just cried my eyes out. And I couldn't believe it. And this happened 2 years ago, and it's been the most beautiful whirlwind since. I've been able to shoot 5 movies, release my own music, go on tour, and I'm so excited for what's to come. But to be a part of a company like Disney and to be a part of a franchise like Descendants has meant the world to me, and I feel forever honored and so proud.
Yeah, of course. And what can you tell me about the feedback?
It's been amazing. It's blown us away. I think none of us knew what to expect the first time around. We hoped that it would be received well and that people fell in love with it as much as we did. But, I never expected it to change my life like it did. And now the second time around broke records.
Honestly,
in the
I think
States.
the second time kind of surprised us
Even
more than the
more,
first.
yeah.
Because we knew that we had a very healthy, happy fan base.
Yeah.
We knew we had a great relationship with them. I don't think we knew
The extent, the
numbers.
The numbers, like,
Yeah.
it was, when the numbers came
Amazing.
in, we were just blown away.
Floored.
And even here, coming to Mexico, Argentina, now we're going to Brazil, el amor que nos han dado, like last night, we came back from a whole day of shooting and there was
30 or 40
There
people.
were so many people outside with gifts and letters and all over the world. It really is just the most incredible, incredible feeling.
And also, especially here, everywhere, but especially here, they're very affectionate.
Yeah.
It's like the love that they have,
Sí.
it goes beyond just being a fan of something. They feel connected, they feel
Absolutely.
involved, and all the kisses on the cheeks and the holding
Aw.
and the crying. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And we love it.
So, girls, can you please invite people from Peru to watch this set?
Of course, when I say it.
Hola Peru, soy Doug Cameron.
Y yo soy Sofía Carson y no se pierdan el estreno de Descendientes 2 el 20 de agosto on Disney Channel. ¡Mua!